So it had to be hours, but how could it be? How could she have come down from that now distant mountain in mere hours? But where was the twilight? Where was the night? She remembered her sword, her friend, her protector, her mentor. Khazidhea. Cutter, she whispered through her cracked lips, the nickname of the powerful weapon. My cutter. But it wasn't on her hip. She had only this spear, which was barely effective as a walking staff. Refusing to die, living with the single thought of exacting revenge on the wizard who had thrown her through a portal to the side of that snow-covered mountain. Doumwielle Armgo put one foot stubbornly in front of the other. She had to keep moving, had to find some alternative to her primary food source. Then what? Why wasn't there anything to kill? Where were the animals? Where were the plants? She hadn't seen any plants in days and days, not since she had left the foothills. Every now and again she spotted a bird, but none had come close enough for her to take it from the sky with a magical spell or a spear throw. It didn't matter. She had to keep moving, had to keep going the right way. If there even was a right way. She was almost certain she wasn't walking in circles. In perhaps the only glimpse of insight remaining for the battered young half-moon elf, half-drow, she remembered the towering mountains were far away now, replaced by patches of rock and a sea of snow, lined with stony ridges like motionless eternal waves, a frozen painting. Was that it? She wondered with all seriousness. Was she stuck in a painting, a frozen scape of lifelessness? Or more likely, had she been thrown through Archmage Gromp's portal to an unknown plane of existence, a place of frost and snow, of endless day where sleep couldn't latch on as that weirdly arcing ball of light in the sky ceaselessly watched over her, taunting her. Always taunting her. This was the world of her drow father turned upside down, the blessed darkness replaced by infernal white. She stumbled across the empty expanse with one thought plaguing her. Would she ever again see the night sky? And then it happened. Hungry, her stomach growling, her berries growing less effective as the mistletoe waned, Doumwielle at last watched the sun dip to start its journey below the horizon. She had to dig her nightly cave, she thought, and so she set to the task with the enthusiasm of knowing a full day was going to be rewarded with deserved sleep. But the sky didn't darken much at all, and she watched in blank amazement as the sun continued on its way, not lowering, not darkening, but rather moving along the horizon. And soon after, rising once more, the sun in the sky again, or not again, still. She climbed into her hole. She tried to sleep, but knew she was doomed. This could not be her world. No, she decided. This is eternal torment for Doumwielle. It mocked her for her father's drow heritage, she decided. It was a taunt, a forever taunt, punishing her for the sins of her father. And Doumwielle screamed and screamed into the wind until she could scream no more and fell limp with exhaustion. And she lay there and shivered, and some time later she ate a berry and came forth into the daylight. She trudged on, because she had no choice. But neither did she have any sense of direction or hope. She cursed the sun with every step, and praised any clouds that crossed the sky to dim it, and cheered aloud under the storm clouds on those few occasions they appeared, as if they were her champion in the battle with a fiery orb that would not relent tonight. Yet she was losing the war. Her mistletoe died. She could not make berries. She had no bread. She could make flame, which she did to keep warm and to melt some of this endless sea of snow so that she could drink. But it was temporary, and soon that magic would fade too. And then so would she, fade into this wind-swept plain of snow and frozen waves of rock and ice. Everything was different from what she knew. Everything was the same. She drank more meltwater. She sheltered in caves she dug in the snow. At one point, at some time that was the same as any